I often get questions about how I make my videos and what I use to make my videos. I have a lot of different equipment, and some of it is kind of expensive to just buy if you only want to film 1 or 2 runs. So today I want to look at how you can film your run with your phone. Is it possible to film with your phone? Will it look good? And I'll give you some tips on how to make videos filmed with your phone look better. To be fair, I'm going to shoot the whole video on my phone. I have an iPhone 10 Plus, which has a pretty good camera on it, so I should be able to shoot a good video. But if you have a recent phone from the last couple of years, you should be able to film at least in HD, which should be fine to make a good video. Let's start with the camera settings on your phone. Now, a lot of people don't want to mess with the settings, or they think that the phone by default is set for the best settings that you can use, but most cases that's not true. For my phone, for instance, it's normally set for 1080 HD, which is fine to film with, but not the best quality possible. It's set that way because it saves a lot of space on your phone. But you can set it for 4K and film with a higher resolution. And also, I changed it now to film at 60p, which leaves me room to use some slow motion if I want to. Now, of course, this takes up a lot more space on your phone, but it gives you the best quality possible. Also, you want to be careful which lens you use to film with. Most phones have a selfie cam, and a lot of people, when they're filming themselves, like I'm doing now, tend to use the selfie cam so they can see what they're filming, they can see themselves. That camera lens is normally of lower quality than the one on the back of your phone. For instance, with my phone, the selfie cam can film up to 1080p HD, and the camera lens on the back of my phone can film in 4K. So make sure you're using the right camera lens. Okay, so walking around, filming yourself or filming your surroundings might be fine on your phone, but running with your phone, now that's a different thing. Now, my iPhone and a lot of other phones actually have pretty good stability for their cameras, but when running, it still might make you seasick watching this. But what you can do is, while you're running, take a little break, take a little walking break when you start filming. I do that with my GoPro most of the times anyways, and you can do that with your phone as well. Of course, if you're running a race and you don't really want to stop or you don't want to walk, then that might not be an option, but otherwise you can just film while you're walking. Now, another thing that can really help you keep your video stable is a gimbal. Now, I have the same gimbal as I use for my GoPro, but this one is specifically to use with your phone. It's a FIVERR gimbal. There are a lot of different brands. I have no clue if there's a big difference in them. I really enjoy my FIVERR. It's waterproof and it's just really easy to use. So I got a FIVERR for my phone as well. I don't really use it that much because I don't actually film on my phone when I'm running. But if you don't want to get an expensive camera or want to film with other equipment besides your phone, because you're taking that with you on your run anyways, then this might be a good option for you. Use a gimbal. It might make your videos a lot more stable, and you can keep filming while you're running. See, now I can film myself while I'm running on my phone, and it's actually pretty stable. Now, there are some things that might be issues when you're filming on your phone, and one thing might be battery life. I started filming when my battery was charged 97%, and I'm sure that by the time I get home from this run, I'll be out of battery on my phone. Now, for now, that's not a big problem, but if I'm running a race and I'm not going to be able to film the finish, that could be a problem. A thing you can do for that is bring an extra battery, but still, that's another thing that you have to carry with you on your run. Another thing that you might run out of is storage space. On my run, and I haven't run that far yet, I've already had to stop twice to delete videos on my phone to make some room so I could film this video. if you're like me, I save pretty much all my photos and videos. I never delete any of them, so I run out of space, and especially if I want to film long videos like this. So that could be an issue. Now normally when I film my runs, I leave the camera running. It's on all the time. I turn it on when I leave the house, and I turn it off when I get back. Now, especially for races, this can turn into a lot of footage, 3-4 hours of footage, and then I have to edit it down. So of course it's easier if you only have to edit the stuff that you actually need. But yeah, you might miss something if the camera's not on. If something happens and I have to turn on my phone to film it, by the time I've turned on my phone, I've missed it. So that's a plus if you're using a different camera like a GoPro instead of your phone. Another thing to note is the sound quality on your videos. Now, normally the sound with the video on the phone is not that great to start with, and using it while you're running is just gonna get worse. There's a lot of wind, which is a big problem. Even with my GoPro, which has a better microphone, it is still sometimes tough to get good sound on it. So I record my sound separately. Right now I'm using my left mic, so I can actually separate the sound from the video. Also, the Smart Mic Plus that I have, you can use, which makes it even easier because you can record the video inside the Smart Mic Plus app, and it'll sync the sound automatically, so you don't have to do that in post. But of course, that's another investment that you have to make to be able to film with your phone. But on the other hand, I use that for my GoPro as well, so that's might just be something that you need if you want to make better videos. So what are the pros for using your phone? Well, for one, it's easy to put your phone away. If you're only using your phone, you put your phone away. I have a flip belt, I put it in the front pocket, and I'm ready to go. I have my hands free, unless of course I'm using a gimbal. Also, the camera lenses, there's more zoom on it. I can get up close to things, especially if I see like little critters crawling around the road, like a caterpillar or a frog. If I have time to get out my phone, I'll use my phone to film that because I can get closer to it. It's easier to focus on things. So that's a big pro to use the phone. So can you use your phone to film your runs? I think you definitely can. Play with the settings a little bit, make sure that you have the right settings to film the best possible quality, and take little walk breaks to film so you don't have really shaky footage. Other than that, if you're only filming that one special run, or once in a while want to get out your phone to film something, then filming with your phone is perfect. The way I use it, it's not for me. I use it so much, I film so much, I have so much footage that it'd be impossible to do that with my phone. But like I said, for just once in a while, it is great to film with your phone. If you're on a budget, that's the way to go. If you want to spend some money, invest in some extra gear like the gimbal or a good microphone like the Smart Mic Plus, then that would make your videos a little bit better. But you don't need to if it's just for once in a while. If it's just for videos for yourself, if you're not going to post it on YouTube or anything, then just filming with your phone could be a great option for you. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, that it gave you some good information. Like the video down below if you liked it. And until next time, get out there and run.